Acts chapter 24. But after 5 days, the archpriest Ananias downstepped with some preceders, and a talker named Tertullus, who personally revealed in various things to the leader against Paul. But after his being called, Tertullus Origen began to accuse him, saying, attaining much peace through you, and through corrections to this nation, coming to be through your pre-thinking, we welcome in all ways, besides also everywhere, most almighty Felix, with all thanksgiving. But that I may not hinder you to more time, I beside call you to hear from beside us briefly in your exemplariness. For this cause we have found this human a pest, and one moving uprisings among all the Jews, yea, of those according throughout the whole dwellage, besides the presider of the sect of the Nazarenes, who also attempted to profane the consecrated site, whom we then also held fast, from beside whom you yourselves will be investigating, be able to know concerning all these things of which we accuse him. But also the Jews asserted this, notifying that these things were thus. Besides, when the leader had nodded to him to say something to that, Paul answered, out for many years you are judge in this nation, as one standing on this knowledge. I vindicate myself well-feelingly regarding the affairs concerning myself, since you being able to know that there are not more than 12 days to me since I stepped up to Jerusalem to crawl prayingly, and they neither found me in the consecrated site wording thoroughly to anyone, or making an uprising on of the throng, nor in the synagogues, nor in regards to the city, but they also are not able to give to you standby of evidence concerning which they now accuse me. But I likeward this to you, that according to this way which they say call a sect, thus I do worship the paternal God, faithing all that having been written, according to the law and that in the prophets, having expectation to God, to which they also themselves are readily receptive to, that there is about to be a resurrection of the righteous, besides also of the unrighteous. In all this also I myself practice asceticism, to have continually an inoffensive conscience towards God and human. But waiting through more years, I was led by into my nation, with the intention of doing alms, also because of the offerings, in which practice they found me in the consecrated site, having been purified, not with the throng, but also not with tumult. But there were some Jews from Asia to whom it would be binding to be present here on before you, and to accuse, if they may have anything against me. Or let these themselves say what injustice they found when I stood on before the Sanhedrin, except it be concerning this one voice with which I cried out as having taken stand in among them, concerning the resurrection of the died ones. I am judged under the authority by you today. But Felix made delay for them, perceiving more precisely the facts concerning the way, saying, when, as it were, Lucius the Chiliarch made down step, I will know the matters in regards to you. And he ordered thoroughly to the Hecatontarch for him to be guarded beside to have slackening, and not to prevent one of his own to be a submenial to him. But after some days, Felix was led together with Drusilla his own wife, being a Jewess, and he sent after Paul and heard from beside him concerning the faithing into Christ Jesus. But during his thorough wording concerning the inner hold and the righteousness, and the judgment being about to come, Felix, having become being in fear, answered, now, having perceived this, go, and having taken a term, I will call after you. At the same time, expecting also that money will be given to him by Paul, therefore also he sent after him more frequently, and assimilated himself with him. But when 2 years were completed, Felix took Porcius Festus as the one receiving to continue thoroughly the office. Besides wanting to lay grace to the Jews, Felix left Paul as one having been bound.